There's Purdy in the gun. 3 receivers left. Kittle, Jennings, Debo from in to out. Ayuk is right. Purdy back. Time. Steps around from DeMarcus Lawrence. Throws for the end zone. Caught by George Kittle. Touchdown! San Francisco!
Boy, what a start. First drive for this offense.
They got CeeDee Lamb, the number 3 receiver inside. Now he goes in motion right, followed by Isaiah Oliver. 49ers are tipping man on 3rd and 2. Dak back. Plenty of time. Pumps. Now rolls left. Now he's going to get sacked by Fred Warner and Javon Kinlaw. He's getting the ball out of his hands quick against everybody but the Niners. He held the ball way too long. Here's an end around and a flea flicker. Back to Brock Purdy. Takes a shot down the sideline to George Kittle. Kittle all the way to the end zone. Touchdown!
What's going on, faithful to the Bay? It is Friday, one of my favorite days of the week because I get to rock out again 2 times in 1 week with John, the great Chapman. What's going on, John? How are you feeling on this fantastic, freestyle, fabulous, thank God it's Friday. Like,
man, life's great. 49ers 2-0. It's weird because we were talking about this briefly before the show. The 49ers are playing a divisional game, and they're not the most injured. Like, I don't know when the hell the last time that was. Like, you were playing a team that is more injured. I hate all injuries. I don't want any of the Cardinals to get injured. But they are at a bigger injury deficit than the 49ers. They have more players on IR. We'll go over all that. So, man, you're playing for first place in the division. Last year, I know I'm too excited right now. I'm too excited. I had too much coffee, and I've been waiting to talk to Wade. Last year, you only had 1 divisional win all season. You have the chance to pass that week 3. That's how bad last year was. Hopefully, that's how good this year is. Wayne, nowhere else I'd rather be right now, man.
Love it, man. Shout out to the Breezie Bunch crew. You guys are in this chat early. We got super chat contributions to kick off the show from Jax Knox, who's in the building. Hey,
That's
Wade and John and Faithful. Hope everyone is doing well. 3-0 coming up. I think I'm going to up Max TDs to 4. So she's going to go out and say, last week she said she asked a question about, can Mac Jones potentially throw for 3 TDs? And so everybody was like, nah, like this offense, nah, we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball. Contraire, they took away the run. So we threw the ball and Mac threw 3 TDs. So shout out to Jax for that. And she's going to up it to 4, John. Mac Jones, 4 TDs in this game if he plays.
And I think that's huge. Can I say one thing about Jax real quick?
Sure.
I just, her generosity is incredible. She got sick. She didn't get to come party with us in New Orleans. She did the right thing, keeping everybody else safe. But through her generosity, not only just 2 people, 4 people came out to party with us that Jax took care of. And I just want to say, even when she's not there physically, she is making the 49ers community better. Just has been such a positive in my life since I've been able to meet her through your channel, Wayne. Always building the community. And so, Jax, just salute to you. I didn't get her email. She said she wasn't going to go. She passed her tickets on, but I gave her tickets to somebody else without her knowing. And, man, we took care of everybody. So we had a really good time. So thank you, Jax. You are incredible.
Thank you, Jax. That is what I talk about. That is 49ers love in its finest, at its finest. You know what I'm saying? Peachy in the building. TGIF, Breezie, John, and everyone. Let's have a great show. And shout out to Peachy for posting out all the amazing links inside this group community chat. Definitely one of the greats out there. 49ers throwback, another great moderator. Good morning, faithful. Happy Friday. Let's make a good show. I don't know how we can make a bad show. Have we ever made a bad show?
We don't miss, man. And even when Wayne gets mad, those are good shows.
Those are the better shows. I haven't been getting mad lately. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like,
hey,
I mean, I don't know. Listen, I don't want to. I think the only thing that would make me mad is like if we lost and how we lost, or you know. And so, like, I don't really want to use that type of energy right now. Like, you know what I mean?
Bad coaching, bad special teams. That's whenever I get angry. Those are my 2 things that I struggle with.
So far, we've been having pretty good coaching.
Special teams still get me a little angry sometimes.
Yes,
Still
we
get me a
know.
little angry.
We know. We talk about it on Tuesday. I got you. First thing, and shout out to you on your Patreon for actually watching special teams. Hey, I will not. I will not. Unless it's an explosive return for a touchdown, not watching it. Just not going to do it. Just don't have the patience. I barely have the patience to watch the offense and defense twice because it's 2 takes every time, you know. And remember back in the day, it used to be 3 takes.
I wish we could get that back. The NFL took that away.
they
It's
did.
like, man, make tape all 3 angles again, please.
They took away I think like one of the views. I can't remember which one it was. I think we get the end zone view, or they took
You
away
used to
the
get
end zone.
2 end zones. You get from both
For
ends
the behind and the front.
too.
Oh, pause. Right. They took away one of the end zone views. Again, shout out to the Breezy Bunch crew out there, man. I'm just showing you guys love. You know, John, this is going to be a week where, you know, I don't want to dive into the game plan, but, you know, just doing my homework, doing my research. I'm not saying that this game is going to be a blowout because it's a divisional game. And if you watch divisional games, they just have a weird connotation to it. I mean, because I just knew that Buffalo was going to beat Miami 96 to maybe 13, and it just didn't happen like that. Like, and that was Thursday night football. This is Sunday football. So, you know, do you feel like this game is going to have like some division rival kind of like weird sanctions going on, or do you think the Niners can dominate, you know, this particular team?
I think that the Niners can dominate, but man, these 2 teams have played really, really close almost every time. You had one dominant game from Jimmy G. You had one dominant game from Brock Purdy. Outside of that, the games have been really, really close. They dominated us last year, week 18, in a, you know, game that didn't even matter. Every other time they play, it's close. Like I always tell people, I try to stay away from betting divisional games and Thursday night games because those are just weird. It's brother-in-law games, right? Like where you fight your little brother and there's like the family hate and history and you know each other. So Kyler Murray even said it this week where he's like, we know what they do. They know what we do. We know what to expect. Like they hate it. There's hate. There is animosity between these 2 programs. And so, yeah.
They go way back. They go way back.
And Niners, I mean, they played 37 times. I'm looking at this right now. Niners are up 5, 36-31. But
36-31.
That's a lot of damn games. And shoot, man, we were in there building. You remember that? Like for COVID, 49ers had to play their home games down there.
Yeah.
Like,
that was like a home away from home. I remember that.
There's just a lot. And first place is on the line. Like, oh, you're getting the best of the best out of everybody. Week 3, you got to come out swinging, set the tone, because you win this, you're a favorite in the division.
Yeah. PG says, I still have PTSD. Yeah, you know what it was over that Coach McCoy game? I don't think anybody is a Longhorn, so John was just like, yeah, like silently, right? John was like, yeah. You can say it now because he doesn't play in NFL right now, but John was silently Longhorn. Anyway, my point is, I thought, if I'm not mistaken, he was a late start because Kyler Murray was going through some stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like a game time decision. And then they started Colt McCoy. And it's just like Colt McCoy they let him just play football. And I don't think the Niners were prepared. You know what I'm saying? And he had the best of the Niners that year. Like, I remember that.
Might have
game.
been his best game as a pro.
Might have been
he
his
played
best.
for like 10 years.
And it was back. Yeah, it might have been his best game. You know, he had the opportunity to go out there. So I do agree with that. John, 1951 was the first meeting between the Chicago Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. So they were the Chicago Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals, the
Nobody
Phoenix
wants them.
Cardinals. I could have swore they were at some point, and now the Arizona Cardinals. Well, they always been the Arizona Cardinals, I guess.
Yeah, because
they were the Phoenix Cardinals. 1990, 1988 Phoenix Cardinals, all the way up to 1993. They were the Phoenix Cardinals, and then they've been Arizona Cardinals since 99.
It's smart to change the name, but they're still in Phoenix. But like, it's
correct.
Smart. It's smart.
So
but
some
yeah,
history there, like some bad blood. You
Not a
know,
lot
we
of
got
good history.
bad blood. That's my other Taylor Swift song that I like. There's only 2 Taylor Swift songs I can rock. Bad Blood is definitely one of them, and this is a bad blood game right here. You know what I'm saying? John, I know you get a break, and I know, you're happy that you're on this break. You got a little 2-week, I think, sabbatical, if I'm not mistaken, without traveling and stuff like that. But, I want people to make sure that they are out there supporting you, especially on these Rush road trips. So let everybody know where you're going to be next. I got the website down there, which people can go and click on. Make sure you guys follow John at 49ers Rush as well. But John, talk about this Rush road trip. What's the next one coming up? I'm mad I wasn't in NOLA. I will make it to a NOLA game. We played them again in 4 years.
Every 4, it could be more, but that's the minimum. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
the minimum.
So 4 years. I'll be 48. I'll be in NOLA. I'm quitting that wedding shit by then. So NOLA, 4 years. Book me. Let's go.
I love it. So the only away game we're not going to is the Thursday night matchup against the Rams. There's so many 49ers opportunities already presented. So for that one, I kind of rest. But we'll be in Tampa Bay, partying in Clearwater Beach. We're going to be out on the beach, baby, the day before. We got a tailgate right next to the stadium. So all-inclusive, premium drinks, everything. We partner with the Leatherheads there. They've got the giant pirate ship. You get to take cool pictures. It's an absolute incredible. We were there last year in Tampa. But the party at Clearwater, we have it done. So go get your tickets. We'll be at Houston with Frank Gore. That Houston one, we rented out an entire parking garage, 3-story parking garage. We're going to throw a party on the 3rd floor right next to the stadium. It's going to be great. So if you're coming out to Houston, which I think Wayne's going to be there too.
Oh, no, there's no thing. Don't come at me. No,
I didn't know.
No. John is mad. I could tell when John is mad. When I text John and his text messages are 2 words. Like, that's when I know he's feeling some type of way. I'm like, well, damn. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying here, and it's just like, yep. Like, I could tell. Now, I'm good at reading text messages. That's all love. I will be in Houston, right? That's one of my favorite cities in the world, too, by the way. Like, I do well in Houston. So I will be in Houston. We're going to have fun in Houston, and that is that. Like, I mean, I want to turn up from Friday to Sunday, and I'm going to be turning down that Monday on my way back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Houston's going to be on point, John. I can tell you that right now. We got another super chat. Jax is in a generous mood on this morning, says, well, thank you. I love you all. And that's what it's all about. I love putting a smile on someone else's face. Wayne and John, my favorite 2 CCs, content creators. Without y'all, there would be no Jax. Aw, thank you, Jax. Yeah, the best. All right, John, let's talk about Brock Purdy, because that's the news. Shoulder toe injury. Brock talked about his toe and how, he felt his toe was affecting him, in week 1, and why he missed week 2, and could he miss week 3, and he's practicing again. So it's been limited, but it's been limited with like throwing and motions and moving, and what are your thoughts on that? Could he play this week, or should the 49ers start Mac Jones in week 3?
I'm a little different than most probably on this subject because, one, if you could play divisional games, I see divisional games as playoff games. You win your division, you go to the playoffs. It is that simple. Like, I don't care.
I'm going to go on mute.
Oh, divisional games are everything. Where's Brock Purdy from? Do you guys know where he grew up? Does anybody know? Oh, it was Arizona. Do you know where his best games have been at? Oh, against the Arizona Cardinals. Do you know that the Cardinals have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 of their top corners out? Are you freaking kidding me? You could send Brock Purdy out there with the damn Walker. I don't care. Brock Purdy's playing this damn game. He's playing the game. Like, I get the Kyle Shanahan said the 2 quarterbacks to the podium and all. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Brock Purdy is playing this damn game. I don't care about re-injury. I don't care. I do care about that. But if you can play, you play this game. You play this game. So I am on. Brock Purdy's playing, in my opinion. And maybe I'm wrong, and I've been wrong before. My wife tells me that all the time. Cool. I'm telling you right now, Brock Purdy's playing.
Those words did not come out of my mouth on today, but the fact that John said those words That's exactly what I've been saying. Like this is a big game. You know, I don't care if it's week 3. We're talking division matchup, and you're talking about solidifying first place in the division. And we got our asses handed to us not once, but twice last season. That means we got swept by this team, a team that came back and beat us in the first game, and then we got mollywopped on the last game of the season by like 57 points. Look, I want Brock out there returning the carnage against this team. He ain't got to run. He will, but he ain't got to. He just got to plant his foot, throw the ball, efficient passing, take advantage of the bruised secondary and keep it moving. Get the win. Matter of fact, I think if Brock plays, here's my bold take. You ready, John? If Brock plays in this game, Niners going to be up by 34 points in the fourth quarter, and then you enter Mac Jones.
Yeah, and just because Brock Purdy goes out there doesn't mean he has to play the whole game. Like what Brock said, it's truly going to be a game-time decision. If he doesn't feel right, then yeah, you roll with Mac Jones. If he doesn't feel right, that's what thing. You can overcome pain tolerance. It's not a true turf toe. And so if I'm coaching or if I'm Brock or Brock's agent or whatever, can you step into the throws? Then you're playing. Like, this is what we pay you for, divisional games. Can you step into the throws? Almost all of his mistakes in week 1, the 2 interceptions and the missed touchdown pass that got tipped away to Ricky Pearsall on that out route, all 3 of them, he Jimmy G'd it. He didn't step into
all arm, right?
All of them was arm. Like, Brock Purdy ain't got a strong arm. If you don't have good feet fundamentals, which Brock Purdy's as good as anybody in the NFL with like below the waist pass, like with the footwork, that's huge. So if you're going to take that away with his lack of strength arm, now you're in trouble. So, man, can you step into the throws? Brock Purdy, you're playing.
I like that. Oscar, let's be honest. He was talking about that week 18 game, last game of last season. I said we got beat. I didn't talk about statistically, but yes, no one was really playing. I believe Sam Darnold started this game, if I'm not mistaken. Like, this was
Josh Dobbs.
Oh, Josh Dobbs. My bad. Let's be honest, though. The previous 2 seasons, we played week 18 without starters because we had already cemented playoff spot. The season prior, we swept them. Last season, they swept us. I don't want it to keep going back and forth, but I think the Niners need to get back into, pure dominance. And we're not even talking about Kyle Shanahan and how he probably felt. Like, I think it's one of them games where, go ahead, John. He's got some stuff up his sleeve.
I'll tell you this. There are 2 groups of people that are pissed off at the Arizona Cardinals. Number 1 is Juwan Jennings.
He got ejected.
He got ejected right before he got his 1,000 yards because he was too physical. Number 2 is that run defense. Jordan Elliott quit that game. He quit in the middle of that game. You got run down your throat. They literally destroyed you running the ball. So the 49ers defense, this is a pride check game. This is a litmus test game for stopping the run, which was the number 1 focus for Robert Saleh and his entire team. And you stopped the run so far relatively well. This game matters to, like, I know to us fans, and you see the Cardinals, and you're like, man, it's the Cardinals. Like, how seriously can you take them? But I'm telling you right now, this game is gigantic for the 49ers players, coaches, and divisional standings. This is paramount. You treat this like a damn playoff game.
That's the word. Paramount. I need to embed Paramount into my memory. I love that word. I love the network too. CBS owned Paramount. Love it. Anyway, that was a little plug. They need to give us a discount. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Showtime too. Showtime, Paramount, CBS. Listen, come on, man. All we do is give us a little discount. All right. Anyway, so I like what you're saying. We got some questions. Papa J, Wayne, does Matt go over or under 250? Oh, this is over for me. This is over. Because you know what I'm expecting? Them to stack the box. And so if they're going to stack the box, and the Niners are going to run against the stacked box, don't get it twisted. They're just going to try to run differently. But if they stack the box, we watched Mac Jones against a stacked box just throw the ball almost 40 times. This might be another game if Mac or Brock gets out there, they're going to throw 30, high 30s, maybe low 40s times. Take what the defense is giving you. If they stack the box and take advantage of that little secondary. So whoever plays quarterback, I think this is going to be over 250. Maybe it might. I'm hoping it breaks the 280 mark. Right now, not one of the quarterbacks have thrown for over 280 yards. Mac Jones has 2 more yards than Brock Purdy this year, if I'm not mistaken.
But they did go over 250 both games, right? So
They did go over 250 both games.
Nobody's
exactly.
confusing this secondary with the Seattle Seahawks secondary. Nobody.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. 100%. 100% correct. 100%. So look, at the end of the day, I'm with John on his take when it comes to Brock Purdy. If he's unable to play, obviously you're content with Mac Jones starting. But if Brock, you know, shout out to my bro 49er Jeff. He says, nah, if he's not 100%, sit him. But it's not turf toe. It's a variation of it. It's a toe injury, but it's not turf toe.
Yeah, I love how they like refuse to say which foot, which toe, what exactly.
See, I assumed it was the plant foot. Like that's what I assumed it was, but they haven't said what it was.
Haven't said what it is. Yeah. So I don't know, man.
If
it was turf toe, then yes, but it's
correct.
They've been adamant it is not turf toe. So I don't know.
That's why I'm like, he's gonna play. It's not turf toe.
Out there, he practiced Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, and his limited practices, he's always limited. He's just a quarterback. He's not getting hit. He's not getting touched. Like, it's just it's the way of words. Niner Faithful, shout out to Niner Faithful, one of the moderators on the channel too. How likely will JJ play? That's his question now. He has the shoulder injury as well. So like how likely and the ankle, yeah. So how likely will he play?
I think that he's playing. I think that, like, here's the thing that's important to me, right? Okay, and again, this is where it gets bigger than football. Juwan Jennings had the best game so far last week, finally getting back into football shape, led the team in targets, receptions, had a touchdown pass, all this. Guess what?
Targets, 5 receptions.
Next week, DeMarcus Robinson's back. And JJ's ahead of DeMarcus Robinson. But, like, if you want to prove to everybody for your next contract that you can be the number one, this might be your last week to do so. You don't want Kendrick Bourne getting all those snaps. Plus, his personally got ejected. I think he's going to play. He played through it, but I want him to get at least a limited practice in today or Friday.
Who got him ejected? Was it Keitrell Clark or was it Jalen Thompson? Because Keitrell Clark is there. Who was it?
I don't remember. Those were the two.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I know Thompson was on the IR, right? I'm just saying, who did he get into the squall with? Because this might be one of the. First of all, they'll be at home. Second of all, I want Juwan Jennings playing because I want all of that Dragon Ball Z energy on the football field. Like that the blocking to the whistle was the best thing I've ever seen. Like it's just what I love to see from 49ers players, not that aren't offensive linemen. Right, you know what I'm saying? And so what Juwan Jennings did last year in that game was just phenomenal. Did it twice to where he was the second person that they threw the foul on, so he ended up getting ejected because it happened twice. I think Juwan Jennings is going to play in this game, not just because of that, but like you said, he has his career riding on it, right? Like he has to go out there and perform. So if it's a injury, what's the word? If he's just hurt and not injured, he's gonna go out there and play. It's just
remember, he played through it last week. The injury happened early, and he came back and played through it. So
correct. I like Christian McCaffrey's dad always said, Ed. He says, "Listen, if you can play hurt, you better play, because the next man up is ready to take your job." That's
probably the last chance you're guaranteed. Always.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why probably Christian McCaffrey has that mindset. Like, yo, if I can physically still do things, like I'm gonna go out there and play, and that's what playing hurt is all about. And this is football. Everybody's hurt at this point. It's week 2. Everybody's hurt. Now, if you're injured, that's a different story.
But I don't think that fans a lot of time understand the mentality of football players and coaches. Like,
let's talk about it.
Because, like, okay, Fred Warner, who's the ultimate competitor, lives in Santa Clara so that he can be at the facility all the time. Last year, fractures his ankle, misses 2 snaps, right? Mm-hmm. Then we're out of the playoffs. Playoffs are done for 3 weeks. You're playing week 18. You're getting stomped. He gets hurt again. Do you remember him waving off?
I do.
They tried subbing him, and he's like, get your ass out of here.
Yeah.
I am not leaving The freaking gridiron. I don't think people understand the psychopath mindset you have to go out there and run full speed 60 times in a row against guys that are bigger, faster, stronger than you and collide with your full body weight. You have to be a maniac. And these guys have that chip removed from their brain that is sanity, and you love that. So, like, everybody's like, well, you don't want to make the injury worse. Nobody thinks like that. Nobody does. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's what it is. So if you're Jawan Jennings, who's a damn 1960 boxer put into the 2020 NFL, this dude is going out there and just wants to beat the hell out of people. Yeah. You're not going to take that away from me whenever I know DeMarcus Robinson's coming back, Brandon Ayuk's coming back, Kendrick Bourne's getting more snaps. No. This is mine. This is mine. I'm destroying these guys, and that's the mindset. And there's value in that, especially when it's in a wide receiver's body.
Ooh, I love it. And it's funny because he's playing on an incentive-based bonus, right? So he got to get it in where he could get in because DeMarcus Robinson is going to change the offense up a little bit. Like there's going to be a different wide receiver as far as availability and what they can be able to do out there in the football field. We saw a lot of him taking some of the top off the defense, finding the holes in the zones, getting open down the field during the preseason. He looked like he was ready to ball out this year. Unfortunately, he got sidelined like for 3 games. Niner Faithful corrected us. It was Sean Murphy Button who is not playing in this game. So that is funny. Like, you know, like this is like he's not here. Like this is funny to me. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about this injury report because John mentioned that the team that we're playing against is actually more injured than our team, and we've been dealing with several injuries over the past year, over this past season. And John, it's weird, right? Both of their rookies that they drafted this year, first-round picks, second-round pick, probably Walter Nolan's on the IR. Right?
Yeah, he hadn't played it. He was on the NFI technically because he was still injured all the way through the draft process and hasn't played at all. He hasn't practiced at all. So, like, he's on the NFI. A lot of Niner fans wanted Walter Nolan. I loved his tape. Me personally, I was a little bit – I wanted him – I was lower. But, shoot, the guy, if we went defensive tackle, Derek Harmon, same thing. So, like, he's not out there either. Wow. But the 49ers have 12 players on IR so far this season. The Cardinals have 14. So the Cardinals are second most players. 49ers are fourth most players. And if you look at the weekly injury report, which you got pulled up right here, they have more players out currently. So injuries can't be an excuse. Cannot be. I know we always harp on injuries because the 49ers are one of the most injured teams in the NFL over the past decade. But this week, not an excuse. And I don't like the excuse thing anyway, but yeah, not this week it ain't.
Look. My thing is, I don't care who goes out there. Like, you just take care of them. You batter them. You bruise them. You shatter. You win. Period. You dominate, and it starts with that mentality that you talked about. I wish at times we had all Fred Warners, all Jawan Jennings type mentality type players. Like, you know what I'm saying? George Kittles. Those mentalities, because they play mind over matter when it comes to football. And if Brock Purdy plays this week, he's going to be entering that category. I'm sorry. Like, he's entering that. That's the dog I would like to see from my QB. I know he's smart. I know he's talented. But if he gives me, I could play on a pinky, big toe, missing, hurting, you know.
Have you ever seen Brock show pain physically in the face? Have you ever seen him grimace?
Oh, my God, I just said that.
Like, he's just, that dude's not right. He's just all shucks.
He was throwing on the foot with the smile on his face, the big toe hurting. I'm like, wait a minute, because I gave the example yesterday. I think it was on Steph's show. I was like, or somebody's show. I was just like, when I'm hurting, you're gonna know it. When I'm running, because my feet are like inflamed, I'm like I'm making all kind of faces. No, when I got to get up out of this chair because my knees are going to go crack, smackle, and pop, I'm going to be like, damn. You know what I mean? Now, Brock got a messed up toe, and he's like this.
And shoulder.
Yeah,
and he just, shoulder. He just,
That's why I said if he plays through, I know he missed the second week, And we didn't really care about that. I don't think the 49ers, it was a conference game. This is a divisional game. I'm with you 1,000%. All right, just going through this, for the Arizona Cardinals, only guy that did not practice that's on here. Now, they got a bunch of players on IR as well, so we already know that those guys won't be playing. But Raymond, their tight end, their backup tight end, was limited in practice. The only person that didn't practice was Will Johnson. Now, he was scheduled to not practice all week. There's no way I think he's going to play in this game.
Groin. Yeah. And again, another player that a lot of 49ers, we went through the draft process, and it was like, how many lower leg injuries do you need? Now you got a groin, and they were thinking, he played well. He played in
first game of the season, man. He was number one highest graded rookie for PFF, like number one
good player. But he ain't playing this game. And if he does, like Will Johnson's number one negative is he does not like physicality. Like he does not like physicality. And so now who you going to put it? Keytrail Clark? Dude's one of the small. He's smaller than Upton Stout. Yeah. And that dude doesn't like physicality either. Yeah. Congratulations. Go guard Juwan Jennings. Have fun with it, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah. Please put Juwan Jennings in the slot this game because he's going to abuse whomever it is. Right? Let's go over the Niners injury report because I'm curious. I mean, Spencer Burford did not practice.
He ain't playing.
He's not playing. Juwan Jennings did not practice. We put the question mark. We said he's going to play. He's going to be listed questionable. All right. But everybody else that's limited, they're going to be good to go, right? Like, do you think we activate?
The two that I would say is the people go through concussion protocol. Sierra Neal, I think, will play. Kyle Juszczyk's kind of like a 50-50. You have to go through those steps. He's already on pace, to go through it, but you got to go through those 4 protocol thresholds, light sensitivity, all that kind of stuff. And so you never know.
Both in blue non-contact football jerseys in the last practice, too.
So
that's a great sign, right? So they probably are at step 3, possibly.
And both could play without practicing fully, right? So, if they clear Saturday, they will play Sunday.
Got you. I'm hoping Juice, and I'm hoping both players play, but I would love to see what Kyle Shanahan had in store when Juice was on the football field and not having to revert to Jake Tonjes playing fullback.
He only got 10 plays.
I'm just saying, I'm dying to know what that game plan would have looked like with Kyle Juszczyk opposed to Jake Tonjes, who did some fullback snaps. You know what I'm saying? Just curious to know. Now, if he's healthy, this helps in the run game. We talk about our run game. This helps in the run game, and so as well as in the pass catching game. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Spencer Burford, you said, is not gonna play. Who are they gonna call up to be that swing tackle? Is it going to be Austin Brandon Pleasance?
My question is,
I love it.
My question is, has Austin Pleasance taken snaps on the left side, which he never did during training camp?
I remember him doing it last year though in the games.
Right. I prefer Austin Pleasance, but I know a lot of times they just keep him on the right side. Like, you need the backup left because Trent's not 100%. I mean, I know he played so damn well, but it's a problem. So if Austin can play left, then you call him up. If not, Brandon Parker.
Okay, so I can dig it. And newly acquired Brandon Parker get called up from the practice squad. They already made Braden Willis, activated him to the active 53. How you feel about that though? The second week, and can you please explain to me the promotions? Because how many standard promotions do you get? Elevations do you get throughout the season?
So you only get to elevate 2 players a week.
From 2 players a week
squad to there. You get to elevate a player 3 times.
Okay, so that's what we needed to know.
And I love what was crazy is George Kittle goes to IR. Kyle Juszczyk's out after 10 plays. The 49ers kept doing 13 personnel throughout the whole damn game, which is 1 running back, 3 tight ends. So you had Braden Willis, Jake Tonjes, and Luke Farrell out there. And it was like, dude, we actually started running the ball pretty well. That's when we were in I formation. You got some inside A-gap runs, backside B-gap cuts. And it was like, dude, just because your guys are out, we're still going 13 personnel. We can get big. We can bang. We can do what we got to do. And so, I love that. And the fact that Jake Tonjes never practiced that, but he got thrown into that role. Braden Willis didn't play bad, didn't play great. But, man, Tonjes, I think he stepped up.
Oh, for sure.
just continues just to elevate. Like, dude, Tonjes might be around for a
long time. I think Tonjes is what they were hoping Dwelly would have kind of like progressed into as far as the blocking. I thought Dwelly was a great pass catcher. And I thought he played out of the backfield a little bit better than Tonjes. But as far as just run blocking and inline blocking, it just wasn't his gift. And so I think the Niners have 3 inline blocking tight ends. Now, Brandon Willis, I would like to see him targeted a little bit more because he has that yards after the catch ability.
He made a lot of catches at back-to-back training camps that you'll see him like hands catching low and outside on a flat route. And it's like, ooh, all right, Velcro hands. Like, and you saw that at OU. I hate OU, but like watching him play, and he's vocal. Like, he fits the room. Like, he was the captain of the team as a fullback at OU. Like, he is the weight room Willie was his name. Like, he fits the culture, the mindset, right? And he's been cut. He's had to fight through that. He's had to practice squad it. He's had to come back. Like, you want guys going through that adversity that are fighting for this. So, like, let's see it. Let's see it. Because, I mean, he checks the box, off the field, character, all those things. He just, a little bit of Ronnie Bell-ish, where it's like, great practicer, great weight room, great in the meeting room. You got to do it when the lights are on. Right? We haven't seen that yet.
But to be fair to him, they're not targeting him to give him the opportunity. He had the one target in the last game. The ball wasn't, it was there, and he was getting hit at the same time. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Late throw too.
It was a late throw. So it wasn't even considered a drop. Like, right? And so I'm just saying, like, feature him. I would love to see Kyle Shanahan, if this is in the works, to where he gets kind of the new check down kind of role. Like, he's there, he's blocking, delay, boom, rolls out, boom, right there, check down, space. He has potential to be a playmaker. If you go back to OU, that's what you watch. That's what you saw. He caught the ball, made people miss. He's just a highlight reel. So why not? And I know you got to use him in other ways, but why not use him in a way where he's strength, especially if you got 13 personnel out there, which we usually use around the goal line, but we were seeing it periodically just when they were trying to move the ball. It was awesome.
I loved it. It
was awesome.
The Bills did it nonstop yesterday.
It was awesome, bro. Like, 13 is where it is, but you got to have 3 viable tight ends that really understand the nuances of the system. And shout out to Brandon Willis. He's getting an opportunity. And like you said, he's fought through a lot of adversity. And just think about it. He was the second tight end the Niners drafted.
Beat out Cam Latu.
I wasn't going to say his name.
Oh, I would. Dude, I told everybody that was stupid.
Just like the Jake Moody pick. All right, that whole draft was stupid. All right, let's get to this preview. John's going to be 66 degrees. I got some rankings. We got the Niners defense, the Cardinals offense, and all that stuff. We'll just let that ticker down there. You're going to really get a chance to kind of like take over.
I'm over here just taking notes. Like,
okay. Man. Okay. But we talked about the history a little bit earlier, man. 36-31 Niners. The Niners were swept in 2024. They lost in October and in January. And you talked about this game being kind of like not payback, but the bad taste. Like, you ever had a bad taste in your mouth? You ever ate onions from Burger King? Because them onions be potent, right, on the Whopper. And no matter how many times you brush your teeth, that should still be there. You brush, you floss, you mouthwash, and then 3 days later, it's finally starting to go away. I don't know what kind of onions they use, but yo, I feel like that's the Cardinals in the mouth of the 49ers, right? Like,
well, okay, like, who are the 49ers rivals, right? You're talking Seahawks, Cowboys, Rams. You got the Cardinals over there like, hey, what the hell are we doing? Like, if you ask the Cardinals who their rivals are, John. They would say 49ers, right? They're the Texas A&M to the – I keep doing the Longhorn references. I can't help it. Saturday's so close.
Saturday's close, right?
The Cardinals
guess who we play? Oh, we got Nebraska. But yeah, no, I got you.
Destroy them. I don't root for Michigan often, but you play Nebraska, I pull for Michigan. Let's go, Big Blue. One and the same, man. I hate Nebraska. Anyway, but like the Cardinals are like, they're always just like, hey, skip, you know, the little dog. dog on like
Oh
Bomber
yeah,
the big
yeah.
bulldog?
Come on, Skip. Come on, Skip. Skip. Come on, Skip. And he just the bouncing Skip is just like, if this little motherfucker don't shut up,
Right.
like, yeah.
It matters more to them as far as the rivalry goes, and they're like finally puffing out their chest. We got 2 last year. So it matters. You got to go set the tone. The 49ers have controlled this division since Shanahan showed up in 2019. They won the division 3 out of 6 years. Dude, you got to reassert dominance. This is how you do it. You establish this game.
Yeah, and it kind of sets the tone for the next game to come a little bit later on in the season, right? Because you already know, like, you set the tone. That was like one of my biggest things. And so when I was talking about my keys to victory, I was like, I need the Niners to just set the tone defensively, like enforce your will on them. Offensively, attack them. Like right, you set the tone. Because I know one thing. I can tell you this right now. James Conner's going to come in here, and he owns this 49ers defense. He has for the past couple of seasons. And for some reason, I just don't want the Niners to get bullied up front, and I'm hoping it changes there, and that's where John's going to come in with the game plan. Right after this, guys, make sure you guys go check out our sponsors over at residency.com. Use that promo code SFBreezy. You'll save on your total purchase. All right, we'll save on a total purchase. Shout out to my man Rodney Mayfield. He says, when will we see Jordan Watkins, John? When will we see Jordan?
Not this week.
Again, so he'll be inactive.
This week. Did you hear the comments from Kyle?
No.
Or from I don't think it was Kubiak.
Kubiak.
They asked him yesterday, like, oh, he talked about, like, man, overcoming injury.
Yes,
it's hard.
Yes, okay, I heard that.
It's so
okay.
Rookie wide receivers in this system. It's the most difficult wide receiver position to play in the NFL. Like, it's the hardest. And he was on par. It did lead to one of those interceptions in the preseason because he ran the wrong option route, but that's okay. Like, he was great, but off of an injury, that's the thing. And now he's got a calf. I think it was a calf that they listed him at.
Poor kid, man.
It's just going to take time. I want him out there as a kick returner. I want to put Isaac Guerrero. I want Jordan James out there, and I want Jordan Watkins being my returners with Sky Moore. Like, I do not want Isaac Guerrero returning kick ever again for the rest of his career. I'm tired of that dude.
Yeah.
But I want Jordan Watkins out there, but it ain't going to happen because he's not ready as wide receiver spot. That Kendrick Bourne trade kind of singled him out as this is going to be a developmental play. We're going to take our time. He's not ready right now. So maybe closer to the not bye week, but like week 7, week 8, if there's an injury, then sure. But right now it's just learn because you don't have to have him now. That's what that Kendrick Bourne trade afforded you. And then DeMarcus Robinson coming back, put him on the back burner, learn the system.
Yeah.
You're going to need him in the future.
Right. And you can't. Like, this is, you drafted a guy for not now. Like, right? Like, the Niners still draft. Their approach is to still draft players for the future. And the Niners prepared to have veterans in here at that wide receiving position. They're also looking to get Brandon Ayuk back there. You get what I'm saying? So, like, he did show up in OTAs. He had a decent training camp, and then he started dealing with the injuries. And so now he's got to kind of claw his way back. First, he's got to get healthy. You're not going to do anything until you're healthy. Cool thing is he's on the roster. Sucky thing is he'll be inactive this week. I'm with John. All right. And Aaron says, I just admitted the Brown pick was stupid. Oh, Jair Brown. I said all the picks, but I still like Jair Brown. Like,
balled out. Jair only had like 7 snaps, but man, made an impact. Huge.
Hey, man, however they choose to use him, and I think that's what I love about Saleh. He's starting to realize, all right, this guy's got he's got the talent there. Let me figure out how to use him in a way to where he's most effective on the football field.
I do like his comments. I'm top 5.
Oh, he said I'm top 5. He said I'm top 5.
I love that. I disagree with him strongly, but I love the fact that he believes. Like, I want that attitude. You know what I mean? Like, dude, yeah.
No comment. That was funny, though. All right, John, let's get to this game plan because I'm excited to hear what your offensive and defensive game plan is. And then I got 2 things that we want to, after you deliver the game plan, 2 things I want you to kind of douge into, and you could do that off the dome. All right, so let's get to it, baby. Yeah,
you talked about how you've got to set the tone. If you look at the Cardinals' 2 games, they're 2-0 as well. And a lot of people keep forgetting that. Against the Saints, they jumped out to a 20-10 lead right off the bat, 17 points in the first half. Then you go to the Carolina Panthers. They scored 20 points in the first half again. They were up 27-3 in the third. What's funny, the Cardinals have scored 0 points in the fourth quarter so far this year. Both games, gigantic leads. Teams got rid of the run, and then they fought back by throwing the ball. That is the weakness of this Cardinals defense is, man, now they're out 5 of their top 6 corners. It might get one of them back, but I doubt it. And so, man, the idea is, yes, you never abandon the run. The 49ers need to run the football. But, man, those empty sets, I don't give a damn if it's Mac Jones, Brock Purdy, Uncle Rico, don't care. Spread them out, quick reads. You're going to get them on some double moves. And when you run the ball, I want you running the ball at the perimeter. Their safeties are great. That is the strength of the Cardinals defense is their safeties.
Buda Baker's awesome. Jalen Thompson, like they're pretty solid. And maybe they go kind of a 3 safety look. Who's that Texas Tech guy? That freak athlete, like DAD is what they call him because he's got that long ass name. Like they might do some 3 safety looks in the slot, but that's okay. Like run the ball at the perimeter, get some quick out routes. Like you're going to have space, and you can run the ball up the middle. Calais Campbell's amazing. But, dude, do you remember their other big Darius Robinson out of Missouri? Like, they moved him to the outside, I thought.
He's kind of playing that hybrid kind of Mikael Williams role where it's inside, outside, a little bit of both, right? They do an odd front usually, but there's still a multiple offense. He's been awful. And, he was drafted as a run stuffer, kind of like Mikael Williams, has not been able to do that. So you've got some aiming target points on the defensive line. I think you just do what you do. Like, you are not changing things up, but I do want to see some empty sets, and I've never said that in my entire life, Wayne.
No, we used 49ers. To get mad.
I get mad. Every time they go empty on third down, I lose my...
Let me clarify that. My bad, John. It was third down empty sets because the teams knew that we were throwing the ball.
But now I ain't mad about that at all. And I don't care if it is Mac Jones. Like, yes, Brock Purdy loves empty sets, and he asked to put more of those in because it just makes for a faster read, whether it's man or zone. And that's what I want. I want quick. I've got Ricky Pearsall with 6+ catches. I think Kendrick Bourne's going to have a much better game now that he knows a little bit of the playbook. 2 of those penalties that, like, he just didn't know what the hell was going on. So I think he gets that after week. I've got Kendrick Bourne with 4. I've got, Christian McCaffrey, 25+ touches. Stick to your guns. Stay on pace. And the weird thing is, like, turnovers are such a big deal. But whoever the hell is quarterback, I want them ripping it, man. Like, I want them throwing the ball, being aggressive. I want them going after it. Like, I want – you talked about setting the tone. I want the Cardinals to know we're coming for your damn necks. Like, we are coming out of this swinging. This is a heavyweight fight. We are – like, this is not grind it out. No. I don't want to grind anything. I want to go freaking at them 100% aggressive. Kyle Shanahan, make your stance. This is our type of game.
My only thing, right? My only thing to that, just from the history of our coach, is he'll start aggressive. He'll get comfortable. He'll go conservative. I said yesterday that the Cardinals are the Niners of last year. Their defense last year, the Niners defense came out with a first half bang, like boom, like you couldn't do nothing. And then it's like they just got hurt, beat up, tired, ran out of gas come second half, usually in that fourth quarter. And we're watching the Cardinals defense kind of play that same way. It's like by the fourth quarter, teams are coming back. If you go back to the first week, the Saints came back. They could have won that game. If you go back to last week, same thing happened against the Arizona Cardinals. They let the Panthers, out of all teams, scratch and claw and come back. I don't expect the Niners to be trailing, but if they were, I feel like the Niners would be able to claw, fight, kick, scratch, gouge their way back to a victory just from the trajectory of what the Saints defense does in that fourth quarter. It's like they collapse. You already told me they're not good in the fourth quarter. And the Niners have a comeback behind. Like the Niners have figured out how to fourth quarter win games. Like so I feel that the tide is changing just a little bit. But I want the Niners offense dominating in the way that you said, right? Be aggressive. Take the shots down the field. Attack that secondary. You talked about the safeties being the strength. Who's the safety who's the safety that you feel is going to be the roamer guy, though? Like the one that's going to be, try me if you want to, disguising and then, testing out the quarterback's, mindset for the.
That's Buddha. He's the wild card, and they'll use him everywhere.
So how do you negate Buddha without George Kittle is what I'm asking. That's the better question.
So those motions and can calls, right? So like, let's say you go out there and you're in 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends, right? And so you motion, let's say Luke Farrell across. Do they shift their safeties down? All that stuff. If they do, then you can call, hey, we're going to flip it. We're going to run toss this way away from Buddha, right? So like those things they're always watching the safeties, one, the alignment, but also personnel. So with Buddha Baker, I don't give a damn if I've got numbers to the left, offensive left. If Buddha's over there, I'm going to can and go away from their stud. He's the best player on their team, offense or defense.
Or defense.
Yeah. Like Trey McBride maybe, but like it's 1-2, right? Those are the 2 guys that they're the ones that can beat you. You don't let them beat you. You isolate them. You take them out of the game. So if Buddha motions down with that thing, can, kill, switch, whatever calls you want to go with, we're going the opposite way. And so, look, we're just not going to go to your strength. That's what you do. And probably my biggest regret is like, man, anytime George Kittle and Buddha Baker can play against each other, it's worth the price of admission. I hate that we're not getting that.
It's the Saturday night main event or Sunday, whatever you want to call it. I was thinking of a wrestling term, but that's what it is. Like, you know what I mean? And so it sucks that Kittle won't be out there for this game. And the advantage you would say Buddha over the safeties if he's covering, but you got to find a way to kind of like negate his abilities out there because that guy he's healthy this year. He wasn't healthy last year, and they still beat us.
You remember his speech? I'm tired of losing.
Who can?
I'm tired of losing.
I think that's why we all like. He's one of my favorite players in the NFL, and I think it's because of that. Like we talk about those guys with the heart, the mind over matter, like the Fred Warners, the Buddha Bakers. Like if I could put an all defensive team, he'd be in there.
Yeah, he was my draft no matter what, the draft day reference. Yes. That was my one. I had a first round grade on him. And like I loved him coming out of Washington, coached by Pete Kwiatkowski. Go Longhorns. Look at that. That's 3 Longhorn references in one day.
You gonna stop that shit, but that's what's up. No,
I said go blue earlier.
I know you did. You right, bro. You started to show off with the Longhorn because Colt McCoy. I mean, and here's the thing though. That player for me, I really wanted Nick Bonito, man. Like there was something about Nick Bonito.
We were talking in Vegas. And I wanted Drake Jackson. You wanted Nick Bonito. I was right, but you were actually right eventually. Like, yeah, you nailed it, man. Dude, that whole draft, somebody posted that like 10 pick. It wasn't even a Niners account. And it was just like 8 studs, 2 duds. And
wow.
Guy Moore and Drake Jackson were the only misses in like 10 straight picks. And it was just like, dang.
Well, I mean, that whole draft, I'm trying to think who the Niners still have on the roster from that draft. Nick Zakelj, maybe? Spencer Burford? Was that draft?
No, I think it's just Brock Purdy.
No, because Spencer Burford was the Brock Purdy draft, right? Because Burford was round 5.
Let's see here. I've got it right here. So
we were in Vegas.
Drake Jackson gone, TDP gone, Danny Gray gone, Burford, Womack gone, Zakelj gone, practice squad, Kalia Davis, Tariq Castro Fields, Brock Purdy. So you got 3 of them.
Castro Fields was the first one gone, but yeah, that dude didn't even make the roster. But no, there you go. Like I mean, I tells you, it's funny because I see the Niners fans. They want the 49ers to hit on every single pick, but there's a team.
Not real.
Okay. Yeah, because I had to ask you because I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but I wanted to know from you, like, I don't know a team that's hit on like every pick every single season. Like,
if you hit 50%, you'd be a Hall of Fame GM. If you hit 50,
that's what I'm saying, right? Like,
it's not even like I get it. Like the misses are bad, and the 2022 draft was bad. But Kalia Davis has started. I think he had the worst game of his entire career last week. But like he's starting. Spencer Burford.
He started his rookie season.
Yes,
and they improved the offensive line since then, I guess.
He's not been bad for a 4th round pick. I remember I went and look back this offseason, like, okay, who would you have taken in the 4th round if not Spencer Burford? And it was like, yeah, he's exactly what he was like average. Like, that's not a miss. It's not a hit. It's just that's what you get in the 4th round. But then you look at guys like TDP, Drake Jackson, who look good, but he just blew his knee up twice. Like, there's some misses.
Yeah, he had the freak. You could see he had the bend. I remember Drake Jackson. He had a crazy bend. But he just should be healthy. All right, defensively, John, what's the game plan?
Number one, you got to make Kyler Murray beat you in the pocket. Like, if you can do that, like, if you can, like, I want stunts, D-line stunts, all that, mix match, whatever. Just keep him inside. And whenever he starts running around with that ball hanging out like this and doing his whole whatever Tecmo Bowl little runaround thing he does, that's where he is dangerous. Make him beat you. He never throws the ball over the middle. And the only time he does is Trey McBride. Like, he cannot utilize wide receivers over the middle ever. He just can't see it. He can't see it. There's too many big guys in his way. He ain't got it. So make him beat you from inside. A very similar game plan that was used against Jalen Hurts several years ago. Now, Robert Saleh wasn't here for that, but pin that dude in the middle, make him beat you by throwing the ball. You could do that, you win this game, period. Like, I don't care about all the other stats. If you make Kyler Murray throw the ball 35 plus times, you're winning this damn game. They want to run the ball. That's all they want to do. You drafted nothing and signed nothing but run stuffers. This is where it should pay dividends. They're going to run the ball somewhat well, but I don't want them getting 130 plus yards rushing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, look, they're going to Alvin Kamara almost had 100 yards rushing last week. That's okay. You can still win the game that way. Just don't let them assert their dominance up front. Get some 3rd and longs, put some NASCAR packages in, hustle, hustle, hustle. Now, Upton Stout, when you blitz, you got to stay outside. Spencer Rattler got him 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Stay outside, be disciplined. Same thing with Mikael Williams. When you go, you got to keep that outside leverage and make Kyler step up inside. Don't let them outside. I think that's huge. Don't let Trey McBride or Connor take over the game. And, man, if Siegel and Pinnock can't do it, I want Jair Brown in there, your guy. Like, I want some big nickel looks and put him on Trey McBride. That's what. But the problem is when Jair Brown's out there, can he tackle?
Can he tackle? Well, I don't think he has a problem tackling. I think he has a problem tackling in space. To me, that's
Bring
the
your
issue.
Arms. And he did it on that one play.
And right.
He did it on that play.
Right. So, and he did it well.
He talk about he saw what he hit. That's always been his thing, is where he does the
head is down.
Bullet, heads down, and arms are by his shoulder, like doing a freaking whatever, like technique. So you saw it on one play in Alvin Kamara in space, right? And that led to the fumble that Fred Warner caused. Like,
correct.
Dude, you're going to play that way. Hopefully the message came through. Dude, you lost your job to a rookie, a 5th round rookie, bro. Like, but he earned more chances.
I totally get it. And you know, contain Kyler Murray. I felt like the 49ers. So containment for me is making sure he doesn't bounce to the outside. Mm-hmm. So setting the edge, right? So like that's containment. I feel like the 49ers have done a good job, and I'm going to throw this curveball at you, and then we could be out. I feel like the 49ers have done a pretty decent job in containing Kyler Murray. Here's where the Niners defense struggles against Kyler Murray. The linebackers are in coverage, and there's 15 yards of clear space in front of him. And the edges are set so he can't go outside. And what does Kyler Murray do? Find a little crevice up the middle, and he takes off for 15 plus yards up the middle to where he only has one guy to meet. And now you got everybody trying to come back downhill to make the tackle. That, to me, has been the past season's weakness against Kyler Murray. How do you prevent that? That is my question for you.
This is the adaptation when Robert Saleh left and went to the Jets. And I see shout out to Gabriel in the chat. I love this because you go watch Jets tape and you play Mahomes, you play, Allen, you play Hurts, you play all these guys. Cover one under man has been the new staple against these passing quarterbacks. And what that means is you're playing man everywhere. You have a single high safety in zone. But the difference is cover one under man. You drop a linebacker.
Thank you.
And it looks like a spy, like for all you you do the Madden simulations.
Yeah.
Your people know.
Yeah.
The cover one under, you have the two double bubbles and you got the dots everywhere else, man across, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you do is you use D Winners or you use Fred Warner. Doesn't matter. I'd prefer Fred Warner and man always. He's the best coverage linebacker in the history of sport. D Winners looks like you're going to blitz, and then he backs out. We saw it a couple times last week with Spencer Rattler, and you're just hanging out right in between. Kind of, you get 5 to 7 yard step right on top of the center, and if something comes here, you're helping with pass. But if he steps up, now you've got the angle on Kyler Murray. This is exactly what Nick Sorensen tried to do. He's just such a terrible coach, but Robert Saleh has done this efficiently for 3 consecutive years with the Jets. So when you get those 3rd and longs and you do your D-line stunt, you run some cover one under man, and now you have your quote-unquote spy, but he's still helping out with that mesh concept across the middle, which they do run. So that's the ticket. That's what I want to see.
So the key is to run that particular style of defense, that formation. Now, can this Niners defense, this is not the Jets, can this Niners defense execute that, though?
They've been doing pretty good. They've been doing pretty well with it.
They have not played Kyler Murray, though. So that's my point. Like, Kyler, I'm not trying to egg on Kyler Murray. I just know how Kyler Murray is that third running back, or that second running back. Like that second runner that the Niners account for him. But it's on those 3rd and longs to where he's just like, oh, they're playing deep in coverage. The linebackers are dropped too far. Is that adjustment made to not allow him to feel comfortable to step up? Now, I'm hoping that the front wraps him up, is able to get him down, throw him off of his run a little bit to allow the linebackers to come back down. So a different defense for sure, different coordinator for sure. I just know how he's attacked and kept drives alive for the Cardinals by me just watching what I watch.
You're going to get some of those because the Niners are still going to run cover 4. They're still going to run cover 6.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
They're still going to do some cover 3. Cover 3, you got more guys in the box to help with that. Mm-hmm. So, I'd like more cover 3 because then you get one more down. Cover 6, same thing. But, that's still going to happen. Kyler Murray's going to rush for a first down at some point in this game. And, that is...
It's the third downs, though, that I don't want. You know what I mean? It's like if the Niners defense pins them 3rd and 15, and we give up 16 yards, and you want to talk about being mad? Yeah, listen, I started doing my live stuff on the Patreon to where I can actually be me without any censorships. Man, there was a bunch of motherfuckers and that's, and this is going to be a game.
I don't think people know how great it is to watch the game with Wade. I've had so many wonderful experiences, and Wade will look over and be like, "Stop fucking talking to me." And I'm over here, did you see the crosser and the thing? And Wayne's just like, shut up, I'm mad. It's so great, man. It is just, it's comedy hour, man. It is a good time.
Yo, I miss you, bro. I can't wait to Houston. Oh my gosh, I got a headache. I can't wait to Houston. John, a couple of more things, man. Great stuff. 49er just says you know your stuff, man. Round of applause, John. Game plan. We had Ant on here last week, John. He fucking crushed the building and was like, oh, man, I got to get John and Ant. And then maybe have John break down offense, Ant do the defense, and I'll just be sitting here pop, everything will be firing off. So I'll try to plan something like that later on in the season. But John, thanks for getting me in touch with him to get him on the show. He was definitely fun and held you down. All right, let's talk about this with your game plan. Dangerous threat. So you talked about, who's your most dangerous threat offensively and defensively for the Arizona Cardinals? Who are the guys that you're just mother freak?
Trey McBride and Budda Baker. If you want to go secondary threats, James Conner and Calais Campbell. Those are
he gave me 4 people.
I did. Those are their alphas, whatever you want to call it. Those are the guys. They're wreckers. Yeah.
Somebody asked me about James Conner. There was a question in here, and it was yo, how did we stop the Seahawks running game? Well, if you go back and watch that game, the Niners took away the outside zone, but they were getting beat up by Zach Charbonnet. Hint, 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 hint. James Conner, who's way more just, he's Brutus. Like his mental is just like, I'm going to over.
Dude conquered cancer and missed like a month.
I will never go after. If you conquered cancer, I'm scared. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're coming out to enforce your will. like literally, he's not scared of anything. No. So he's not scared of a Fred Warner or a line or whatever like that. So he definitely plays the running back in the way it should be played. I was always taught to enforce your will, be the aggressor. Yes. You initiate the contact. Don't wait for it to come to you. That's what I was taught as a running back. So I love to see still running back. We saw Christian McCaffrey do it. We saw that's what you want to see from these running backs. So you gave me those 4. Let's go with key matchups.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them. You know, if you're looking for just kind of the best of the best, Fred Warner and D Winters against Trey McBride and James Conner. Are you kidding me? Like, how fun is that going to be? And then their first round pick from a couple years ago, Paris Johnson, he's played really well. Nick Bosa against
Ohio State, I think. Yeah, Ohio State guys. Both Ohio State guys.
Think about that.
I just thought about that. Why do I know that? Oh, I know, because they used to whip our ass back then. I remember. And listen, I ain't afraid to say it. You know, John, I had a question within what you just said, and it was so dope. Okay, Fred Warner, D Winters, Trey McBride, right? James Conner, obviously. My question though is, if the Cardinals force the safeties to cover, are you a little bit more concerned about Trey McBride?
Yeah, I am, and it's going to take a village to go. Like, he's too good. George Kittle's 1, Trey McBride's 2. Those are your best 2 tight ends of the game. Period. But like all-purpose tight ends, 1, 2. I put Dallas Goedert probably 3. Brock Bowers like way down on the list. He's a wide receiver who people call a tight end. But so like Marquise Siegel gave up some plays, but that dude was in phase on top of his guy. He's just not making the plays yet.
Oh yeah,
coverage wasn't bad. Like,
no,
it was bad real good. Ronaldo Green coverage was bad. Like, Marcus Siegel was where
he was there too. He was more beat though.
Olave put that dude in spinner, but he's good versus physical, wide receivers. You talk about Wilson, you talk about MHJ. Like, this is a Ronaldo Green matchup. Like, this suits him. You know what I mean? Not saying he's going to be perfect, but Jason,
I got you. He got beat in the end zone
twice.
I know. I was gonna leave it as plural, and you didn't have to say twice. But yeah, it was bad.
One of them wasn't bad coverage. One of them was terrible. That quick out route, like, dude, you got to trust.
We had him spin the route. Yeah,
like, that was all him. He was looking in the backfield. You can't do that. They're playing inside leverage, man. Look at the splits. Anyway, but
brain fart.
It happens, but not for vets. It shouldn't happen for vets. That's a rookie mistake. You're a vet. Be a vet. So you can't let those guys beat you, and it's going to take a lot, and they're going to get their matchups, and it's going to happen. And yeah, he's going to have some catches. He's going to make some plays. Just can't let him do it continuously. And if it does, you got to change up some things. And the way you change it up, you go big nickel, put Jair Brown shadow on top of him, let him cover him, jam him at the line with the safety over the top. You could do that. Let Fred Warner shut the hell down out of anybody.
Oh, man. His coverage is ridiculous.
Yeah, but you don't want him
get beat pretty bad by Trey McBride last year, though, for a touchdown.
Trey McBride can beat anybody in the NFL.
Wait a minute. I don't think people know how good he is. What pissed me off last year about that touchdown? Because I have Trey McBride in fantasy football, and he ain't had, like, no touchdowns all season. To that one against Fred Warner. I was pissed.
But broken ankle. He had the back problems that game.
No doubt. For sure. Super chat. Eddie G and the B-Dogs, my brothers, love y'all and the faithful. I'm going to say it all day. I love our linebackers versus the world, baby. Time to cook red chickens. Let's effing go. Hope to see John in Tampa. You will see John in Tampa.
I'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
Be everywhere.
John is all over the globe, man. John is over the globe. Slick 68, Roundtable, JC, Breezy. Who's ALT? Is it an alternate? I don't know. And then
I think that's supposed to be Ant. Is the L next to
maybe it's supposed to be Ant. Maybe it is supposed to be Ant. I'll be the dumbest person in this roundtable too. But I would be entertaining as fuck. I could
No,
tell
you're
you that.
not. On those names listed, you are not, my friend. Not even close.
Oh man, listen, I'm excited, because I just think the Niners are going to be pure dominant. I think this is a game where they let the league know that they're playing with power, and for Kyle Shanahan to be able to do this, for us to kind of like badger him with all the injuries, what's going on with the health team, the coach, the training staff, this is that and the third. Kyle is understanding this is how his football team is, and he's figuring out ways to win. And we're 2-0, and we have the ability to be 3-0. And if we go 3-0, I mean, sky's the freaking limit for this team, right? They're playing great football just about on every level. And so sky's the limit for the San Francisco 49ers. I think they're going to be just as fine against this team. John, I need a score prediction from you, and then you can send us home.
Man, I got the 49ers winning, but I do have it close. Yeah, I got it close. I got 49ers winning 23-20. They do not cover the spread, which is a 3-point right now, but I do have them winning. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is. I just think this is going to be a tough, gritty divisional game early in the season. There's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be turnovers. There's going to be 3rd and 16s converted because it just means so much to both squads. But I think the 49ers have better coaches. I think the 49ers have better players. It's just, can they overcome the quarterback not practicing a lot and the wide receivers not practicing a lot and all those things? But I do have the Niners winning a messy divisional game.
We playing birds. We eating chicken on Sunday, bro. I'm just curious to know you doing wings. What you got going?
Every time I'm with Wayne, I eat wings. That's just what we do, man. You know what I mean?
Be wings and things on Sunday. Wing flangs and things. John, take us home, man. Great job. Great show. Love you, man. Can't wait to chop it up with you in Houston.
Dude, here's what I love, all right? The 49ers are 2-0. The Cardinals are 2-0. Divisional game, first place on the line. We're only at week 3. If you want to make it to the playoffs, which every single team, that is their number one goal, it goes through the division. This is the road that is set. You got to do what you got to do with what is in front of you. Go set the damn tone. I don't care if George Kittle's out, Juwan Jennings not practicing, Trent Williams, whatever. Don't care. You got to beat the person in front of you, and I think the 49ers handle the business. Wayne, you are the best. The community's the best. The chat's been off the freaking charts, as it always is. And, man, let's handle business, and until next time, let's go to 3-0 and stay strong, faithful.
What's up, faithful? Thanks for watching. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you check out some of the other cool videos.